One of the only actual fun things about Donald Trump is, well, it's kind of like the game Crocodile Dentist. Do you remember that growing up? Maybe you saw it, you push down the little teeth of the alligator and eventually, whatever, it'll just chomp on whoever randomly. That's kind of like Donald Trump, right? You never know exactly when it's going to happen, but you do know eventually somebody's going to get snapped. And by snapped, I mean Donald Trump is going to go completely unhinged in a series of posts on Truth Social, seemingly unprovoked. And that happened again this week when Donald Trump went on a tirade just attacking the hell out of Ron DeSantis. Now, not saying DeSantis doesn't deserve it, but out of nowhere, Trump gets on Truth Social, posts this huge tirade, a multi-post thread, just banging the hell out of Ron DeSantis, only taking a couple of breaks, one to just tweet out election interference, like no context, just tweeted that out. And I guess he was announcing his plans for 2024. And then, of course, he did send out one post on Truth Social making fun of Chris Christie's weight. There's a million things to make fun of Chris Christie for, but, if you have to resort to making fun of his weight, then you're really not trying that hard. But here's a couple of the posts he had about DeSantis. And he intentionally calls him Rob DeSantis instead of Ron DeSantis. So here it is. Have you heard that Rob DeSanctimonious wants to change his name again? He is demanding that people call him DeSantis rather than DeSantis. Actually, I like duh better, a nicer flow, so I am happy he is changing it. He gets very upset when people, including reporters, don't pronounce it correctly. Therefore, shouldn't mind. He shouldn't mind DeSanctimonious. Now, in his campaign videos, and this is actually kind of interesting, when he first ran for office back in 2018, he said, "I'm Ron DeSantis." He always said DeSantis, not DeSantis. But then this past year when he ran for re-election in all his campaign videos, he said, "I'm Ron DeSantis." So it is a bit weird. Like you changed the pronunciation of your own last name because everybody was just calling you DeSantis. So you're just going to say, screw it, I'm DeSantis. It's whatever you want it to be, I guess, man. If you want to be DeSantis, be DeSantis. Like Trump, I'm still going to call you DeSantis because it actually does have a better flow to it. I'm actually going to give Trump credit for that. That's right. DeSantis is better than DeSantis. It just hits the ear wrong, the weird mouth feel of it. DeSantis is much better. But he's also not technically trying to change his name like Donald Trump says. And honestly, kind of like the Chris Christie being overweight thing, if the only thing you have to attack him on is the way he pronounces his own name, then you're really not trying that hard. As I said, then he tweeted out election interference. I say tweeted, but it's Truth Social, but it's the same crap. Then he posted a joke about Chris Christie's weight, and after these brief distractions, Mediaite reports, Trump continued his attacks on DeSantis by reposting a statement from Representative Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania, accusing DeSantis of ingratitude after Trump endorsed him for governor in 2018. That was followed by a separate post with a link to an article calling DeSantis a Trump knockoff. Another post linked to an article calling Trump's support unmovable. Still another post cited a piece claiming only Trump has what it takes to lead. So Trump was basically fluffing himself on Truth Social while also attacking Ron DeSantis. I've said it before, folks, and unfortunately I'm going to have to say it again because, trust me, things are going to continue to get dumber. Dumber and dumber and dumber, especially with Chris Christie jumping in. It's going to be a fun dumb with Chris Christie, but dumber nonetheless. And Mike Pence, of course, trying to come into the race next week as well. Yeah, buckle up, because this is about to get even stupider than you could have imagined. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.